Hello everyone, and welcome to a game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from Richie 2001, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. Now he is in the mighty Yamato on the map Sleeping Giant. It's a 3-point domination game mode, it's a tier 10 battle, and the enemy destroyer just got taken out. There's only one destroyer, so that's pretty amazing. Oh, and the enemy team just lost Moskva. Now there is a carrier, which is something to watch out for. But overall, this game is going pretty well. Now, the game has already been going for a few minutes, but so far nothing too exciting has happened. Friendly Shimakaze took the B cap, then moved over into the direction of C. The friendly cruisers here managed to corner and take out the enemy destroyer. And well, not so much happening at A. We have a lone battleship inside the A cap. And considering that there is a carrier, that's not where you want to be. Especially like a midway, it's not like the Shobat can... Oh my, friendly Shimakaze just torpedoed a friendly cruiser, that's bad. But still, it's looking alrightish. I mean, the friendly team is the only one who have a cap, and they might just be getting the C cap. Now, ideally, that Shimakaze would get closer to the Yamato. Like, the enemy Baltimore is more towards the left side, the Cleveland is also not near the C cap. And those are some nice citadels. The enemy Yamato is called to sink so swiftly, and yeah, I think he's going to sink pretty swiftly right there. So at least he was true to his name. Anyway, now with that Yamato pushing so hard and no real radar threat and no destroyer spotting the Shimakaze and not even planes near, the Shimakaze should have just gotten closer and tried to torpedo the Yamato. It looks like instead he tried to torpedo from the backline and sunk a friendly cruiser, which is not how you want to play your Shima. Now that cap is almost taken and the Shimakaze just left. So, like, basically a second or so before he would have capped the C cap, which would have given him a lot of experience, mind you. Just decided, nope. Well, sometimes it's hard to understand people, I guess. And he's using his horn here to warn that Cleveland that he's about to collide. But anyway. So the friendlies finally managed to grab the C cap. And it's pretty even ship-wise. The Shobat here is a little bit salty that he got taken out by the carrier. And it looks like the other friendly ships are now pushing in. Now the Shobat should have probably stayed closer to this Cleveland. It's... I mean, a midway is a very strong ship. The carrier rework is coming. We will see how it turns out, but don't venture alone if there's a carrier, basically. So, the friendly team is the only one who has cap zones. They are about equal ship-wise. The friendlies are the only one who have a destroyer, although considering the Shimakaze, I'm not sure if that's an advantage for the friendlies. But we will see. Now, all they have to do is play defensive and survive. Now, I'm not sure if that friendly Cleveland beached here at the entrance of the A cap, because it doesn't look like he's moving and he really should be running away from that Iowa. So it's possible that we will that the Cleveland will go down, so the friendlies will probably lose ships here on the left flank. Maybe also the tier pits, we will see. So they might just wanna sink a few ships here, ideally. But the enemy here is running away, and I'm not sure if there is that much point in giving chase. Friendlies still have a points lead, but ship-wise it's looking worse, and oh my, they actually lost the tier pits and the Cleveland. The Conqueror here also seems to go down pretty soon. Let's hope that he has his heal ready and can print himself a new ship, because otherwise he will be in a lot of trouble. Also, I mean, he should be able to drop into concealment. Well, okay, not anymore. And now if you are on very low health, ideally If possible, you want to just drop into concealment and wait until a heal is ready again. Unfortunately, that's not always possible. I mean, they don't have a destroyer, but maybe the attacker was close and kept him spotted. Fires are also making it a lot harder to drop into concealment. But certainly this game that looked so incredibly won earlier, well, maybe not incredibly won, but it looked so pretty good for the friendly team, turned into an absolute disaster, and at this point most people would probably say, okay, this is a defeat. Well, maybe, maybe not, I guess we will find out. The friendly team certainly will go down fighting. Now, the biggest advantage the friendlies have is the enemy team never held a cap this entire game, and that's only what keeping friendly team afloat. Now, the enemy team is trying to cap B, but I mean, it's a core first, and he is spotted. Also, the friendly midway is getting harassed and is desperately trying to get out of there. And I'm assuming the enemies will soon take the A cap, probably. Oh no, the Iowa didn't go for A, he's, I guess, carrier chasing. Now, meanwhile, Richie here is... he should probably turn around and get a little bit closer towards the enemy, although... it's not an ideal spot here. I mean, at this point there are just so many enemies everywhere. The friendly team has been reduced to 4 ships. What are you going to do in such a situation? What you need is like targets that show broadside, targets of opportunity that you can't delete. He has to worry about those ships in the north not giving broadside to those. He doesn't really want to get too close and brawl with a core first, I suppose. If possible. Yeah, that's a good start. Now, the Shima is still playing around here. I don't know, I mean, I feel like the Shima could have just tried going B and maybe torpedoing the core first over there or something. Now, core first is getting closer, and that means... well, I'm actually surprised that the secondaries of this core first aren't opening up. But, well, it's unlikely the friendly team can defend the B cap. They don't have anyone who has shots at this capping Baltimore. Now we have shells on the Atago, might be a hit there, and some reasonable damage. Now the enemy core first is coming in here aggressively. The Shima is prepared, although a core first has Hydro, so if this Shima isn't careful, he will just get Hydroed inside his smoke, and then his smoke... I mean, his smoke could provide cover for the enemy ship. And if he's getting Hydroed, then it's all just pretty bad, I suppose. Also looks like that core first didn't really push around, so the Shima torps might just... oh no! The Shima got the core first. Oh, everything's fine. Now we have a Sao boldly pushing in here, fully broadside. I mean, that Sao is probably convinced that they have won anyway, so he's just here to get a little bit more damage. And he gets deleted for his trouble. And there is a double strike. Well, it's 3 against 5. And the torps here ran out. Interesting. Now the friendly team still has a points lead, just because they were the only one to hold a cap for so long. And oh yeah, those were the torps that I was expecting. But a nice little gap here for the Yamato to squeeze through. Now he's currently fully broadside to the Iowa, but I think the Iowa is just really focusing on the carrier right now. Turrets aren't even looking this way. So shells out, and Goodbye, Iowa. Lucky Citadel there, I suppose. Now it's 3 against 4 and the friendly team has a huge points advantage. So fast it can turn around. Now this battle isn't over yet, it's still 5.5 minutes to go. The enemy team now has the capture advantage. And the enemy team still has some very healthy ships. Now we have the carrier who is barely floating. So if like the enemy midway spots this carrier and somebody can snipe him, that would be a problem. Or like the enemy carrier could try to sink the midway. But I mean, just if this midway gets spotted and a battleship can get shots. And I'm not sure what just happened here. I mean, it's possible that he wanted to, I don't know, ping the map or so, and instead left click. But anyway, friendly carrier is incoming. Friendly carrier is providing spotting, something that the Chimakaze would never dream of doing. And, well, some damage on the Conqueror, I guess. Now he is kind of broadside towards the enemy team. He doesn't want it, so he is trying to turn away right now. Maybe also get a little bit further from those islands so he can easier lob shells over them. Right now, it's still looking good for the friendly team, and it's only 4 minutes left. I'm not sure if that will be enough, but oh! Midway takes out the Conqueror. So yeah, I think that friendly team just needs to survive once more. So they want to play it careful, they want to stay floating, and probably just sit here and defend the sea cap. Decent damage on the Baltimore. Unfortunately, Yamato has a pretty bad turning circle, so he ran into this island while trying to turn away, and now he is in a position that he didn't want to be in, stuck broadside against enemy team. Well, I mean, mostly in North Carolina is a problem, I suppose. But he managed to get unspotted again, so that's nice. And another Citadel. The 8th Citadel in this battle. Now the Shimakaze is here trying to torpedo these guys when they come around. Let's see if he is successful in that. There is still the Baltimore, so the Shimakaze has to be careful. Which is just taking some blind shots here, because I don't know why not. Now the carrier could provide some spotting on those guys, and that's what I think he is doing right now. He doesn't want to get too close to the Baltimore's anti-air, I presume. And yeah, this Baltimore looks like he is toast. There is the Kraken. And there is a Kraken heal. Now only 2 enemy ships remain. And at this point, I think we haven't seen enemy midway planes in a while, so I'd assume the enemy midway is just out of planes. Which means the friendly team is only fighting this North Carolina. And what's the North Carolina going to do? Well, nothing. I mean, the midway alone will just farm this North Carolina and he can't do anything about it. Shimakaze could also like go cap, which might be a good idea. I mean, the friendly team probably got this, I guess. I mean, it would also give him more experience if it just go cap. Another nice salvo on the North Carolina. Also, he is a little bit too broadside, I believe, but it didn't matter. Midway got the North Carolina, and this battle is so over. Like, yeah, oh, the Midway still has planes. Or should we say had planes? Friendly carrier is here defending. There is 1 minute left, so let's speed up the last minute because there is probably not much happening. Are they going to find the Midway? The friendly carrier is scouting. The enemy Midway is spotted. Maybe the carrier can get a strike off, but it's only like 30 seconds left. And this is a win. And here we are with the results. Richie earned himself 3,312 base experience. Pretty nicely done by him. Also, it looks the friendly carrier contributed quite a bit as well. Richie also earned himself the devastating strike, a Confederate, a double strike, a dreadnought, a Kraken, fireproof at a high caliber, scoring 286,000 points of damage. So yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable game, I think. I hope you enjoyed watching it too, and I'll see you guys next time.